Under the current regime within the WWE, fans have been exposed to an increase in pro wrestling factions, something that wasn't seen for quite some time under you-know-who. But the presence of wrestling factions is extremely important in terms of long-term success. Hey, what's going on, pro wrestling fans? My name is Jose Ramos Jr., and in today's video I will be discussing the Judgment Day and the overall success it has been able to amass over the course of its run. In pro wrestling, a faction is consisted of several individuals with the intention of getting multiple stars over across different divisions. Successful examples include the Four Horsemen, Evolution, and more recently, the Bloodline. You know, after watching the WWE's latest documentary centered around Damian Priest and the rise of the Judgment Day, it really got me thinking and in a reminiscing mood about the overall success that the Judgment Day as a group has seen. Initially intended to be a modern take on the Brood, Edge would take the likes of Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest under his wing. And then Finn Balor would eventually join soon after, and this would lead to the attack on Edge that would eventually turn him into a babyface. And early indications would suggest that the group would find some success, but for how long, given that each individual, Balor, Priest, and Ripley, all talented for sure, but how would they be able to manage across the scope of a WWE audience? And interestingly enough, it wouldn't be until the inclusion of Dominik Mysterio that the group would finally see a huge level of momentum heading into the next year. Over the course of the next 2 years, the Judgment Day would be embroiled in feuds including the likes of Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Rey Mysterio, Cody Rhodes, Liv Morgan, and even Bad Bunny. Not only has the group proven to be a great source of entertainment, not only in the ring but story-wise, but it is very apparent to see how much success each individual member has attained since joining the group. Dominik Mysterio has grown so much since joining, as he has vastly improved not only in the ring but on the mic. The confidence that exudes throughout each of his segments was not always there, but you better believe it is now. And then Finn Balor, who was always among one of the most talented wrestlers on the roster, but prior joining to the Judgment Day, Balor was lost in the shuffle, and since then, he has rediscovered this edge that was missing. After betraying Damian Priest at SummerSlam, I think Balor is due to have one hell of a run as a top heel on Monday Night Raw. As for Rhea Ripley, she was already on the path to the top, but her presence within the group helped gain mainstream appeal. She's a certified megastar, and when thinking about some of the most badass wrestlers on the roster, how could you not include Ripley in that discussion? And in my opinion, I think Damian Priest really had the most to gain from his time with the Judgment Day. Before joining, Priest was in the mid-card gunning for the US title, and now in only 2 years, he's a main eventer with a world title reign under his belt. The crowd is behind Priest more than ever now, and I for one am so happy for his success, as well as each member of the group, as they managed to rack up world titles, tag titles, the North American title, a Royal Rumble win, the Money in the Bank contract, and countless opportunities to demonstrate their talents in the main event scene. That's not even to mention what it did for the side characters such as JD, R-Truth, and now Carlito. Each would probably be floating around the mid to lower card, but now they are recognized for some of the most memorable backstage segments in the group's short history. Now that we are entering a new era with the Judgment Day, with this current lineup apparently set to be Finn Balor, JD, Carlito, Dominik Mysterio, and Liv Morgan, there is so much anticipation as to what this new iteration will look like, especially since they will be feuding with Priest and Ripley, the two original picks for the Judgment Day. When you look back at the segment on last week's episode of Raw, everyone associated with this story is so over. And I gotta say, I think Edge was really onto something when he first developed the idea for creating this group. The overall success that the Judgment Day has found is in large part due to the work that each talent involved has put in over the course of the last few years. I don't know about you guys, but I for one am super excited to see what is next for each member of the Judgment Day, as well as those opposing them, such as Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley. Thank you guys for watching this short little video on the Judgment Day, and if you enjoyed the content of it, please make sure to give it a like, comment down below some of your favorite Judgment Day moments, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel to see other videos such as these. Anyways, my name is Jose Ramos Jr., and I will see you all next time.